Grips. When holding the chucks, there are two different ways to hold them, positive and negative. There are also three different positions. Low, about an inch from the bottom. This is for things like flow and striking. Mid, which is used when transitioning from low to high. And high, about an inch from the top, used for things like finger rolls and thumb rolls. The negative is when the chuck is held upside down and the string or chain is closer to your pinky rather than your thumb. As you can see, the same three positions apply. Finger roll.
I went ahead and marked the chucks. One side is white, the other side is red. This way you can see how many times that the chuck actually spins in your hand. For a finger roll, it's going to spin 1.5 times. That means as it goes around my finger, it'll spin all the way around to red, and then once more after it's done to white, and I should end up in white if I start in red. If I start in white, I should end up holding the red stick. So, let me go ahead and show you. I'm here, I finger roll, I caught in the red stick. If I'm holding the red side when I finger roll, I wind up catching the white stick. So when you guys are working on your finger rolls and you want to make sure that you have it down, mark your chuck somehow.
When practicing this finger roll, hold the chuck in the positive in the high position. Extend your thumb, press it to the chuck, slide it down until your thumb can no longer slide. Extend your pointer finger and slide it on top of the chuck until it touches your thumb, then remove your thumb. Once your thumb is removed, it's time to finger roll. Angle the chuck down so the weight is on the front. Flicking your wrist upward, release the chuck with your remaining 3 fingers. This will cause the chuck to spin around your finger 1.5 times, catching the opposite stick. You may drop it at first, but don't worry, you'll get it. Keep practicing. Footwork. For this footwork, start with your feet shoulder width apart. Step forward with your right foot and pick your heel up on your left foot. This is called a right front stance. Now take your left foot and step so that your left leg is crossed completely behind your right leg, heel still up. This is called a khaki stance. Now with our feet planted, we are going to turn completely around. Our left heel goes down and our right heel comes up. We are now in a left front stance facing the opposite direction. Now it's time to practice what we've learned and start putting the pieces together. In order to do this, we need to practice finger rolling, catching the chuck, and bringing it over our shoulder. Practice this a few times to get used to the feel. Make sure you practice with both hands. Also, make sure your free hand is on your chest. This will avoid injury. Now it's time to put it all together. Finger roll and bring the chuck over your shoulder. Cross your legs into the khaki stance, making sure your knees are bent. Turn your body so that you are facing in the opposite direction. Your left heel goes down and your right heel goes up. And then strike downward with the chuck. Practice this a few times slowly, just to get the movement down. This all should be done with both hands. Once you have the movement down, speed the technique up. This should flow together smoothly and the chuck should not hit your body. Be sure to keep your knees bent, keep your opposite hand up by your chest to avoid injury, and don't rush. Now let's watch this technique applied in a freestyle.